Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? How's everyone doing, man? I hope y'all had an amazing day. Today we are finally into silver. Finally managed to get into the silver rankings with the safety rating, so that means we can go into the intermediate daily races. Right now we are in the LMP2 because I didn't want to make the step towards the hypercars yet. You know, just go step by step from GTs to LMP2 and then we can go to the hypercar. But as you can see, we are in Portimao. Qualifying was decent. I think I started P5 or 6 or anything, so that was overall pretty decent. Lap times weren't too great yet, but yeah, you just gotta do what you need to do. Right now waiting for the lights to go green, and here we go. Green flag is out. Decent start, everybody had a decent start apart from the red car ahead, the perma car I think.
Still there.
And we are going through
Still there.
turn 1. Thing doesn't turn at all at the first corner. There is somebody getting spun around, couldn't avoid it.
For fuck's sakes, man.
Yeah, went onto the curb, but still wasn't enough. Yeah, as you can hear, the race takes 30 minutes, 35 minutes indeed.
Whatever you need to do. If you had a poor qualifying, then you cannot make that up to turn 1. Come on.
Indeed, you cannot make any positions because you had a bad qualifying. But well, luckily the damage wasn't too bad. You could feel it a little bit, but yeah, it just wasn't that bad in the end. Like, I didn't lose that much lap time. Even though after 2 or 3 laps, because maybe I just do it completely wrong on this game, because you start with pretty cold tires, I think. I'm not sure anymore, but I think you start with like cold tires, so yeah, as the tires are pretty cold, you will probably have some issues with your tire wear going really quick. But yeah, that is just what it is. Need to learn that a little bit, because after like lap 3 or 4, I lost about 8/10 a lap, and it was building itself up to 1 second, 1.2, 1.3, etc, etc. So that is something I need to look into. But we managed to survive lap 1. We are now in P4, so overall it is good, it is decent. Trying to catch up with this guy as quick as possible, as he is also catching up with P1 and P2, because they are fighting, so that is going to lose them a lot of time. But yeah, first you need to overtake, and then yeah, maybe they make a mistake, maybe they crash into each other, as P3 almost went into the orange car up ahead, into P2. That gives me the opportunity to cross back on him and get the move done.
There's enough time, just make room for each other.
The car ahead is Piazza.
As he gave me the position, because he probably thought like, no, we ain't gonna fight. So now I can go and try to catch the guys ahead. P1 with a big lock up, as his right front was locking up quite badly. And that gives us a bit of an advantage, but going way too deep into the corner. So this guy behind me could have gotten his position back, but
now he's giving
didn't
a little bit too much room, to be honest.
But yeah, we survived lap 1 and lap 2. Almost a big crash, but hey, things happen, things can happen.
Please don't.
About track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Yeah, track limits was also a thing that I couldn't really avoid on this track for some reason, especially into turn 1, or like out of turn 1. There was like 9 out of 10 times, if you just go in too quick, then you go over the thing and then you get your off track. But as you can see, lap 4, I'm already losing a second at the half of the lap. Like, we are at 50% of the lap right now, and I'm already 1 second down. So I wasn't really sure at this moment whether that was because of the damage or because I just slowed down. But compared to the guys ahead, there wasn't really that much of a difference. They were a little bit quicker,
The gap to
but it
Schaefer
wasn't too
behind
big
now
of a difference.
1.1 seconds.
Yeah, and still losing 8 tenths, 9 tenths, 1 second each lap. That was like quite a lot. So again, something I need to look into. Maybe that's just normal for this car. I have honestly no clue. I couldn't really find any videos or anything about a full race with LMP2. So maybe I need to check whether somebody's ever streaming it or anything to
You've just done a
see
137.83.
how that works. Or maybe y'all can help me out in the comments as well. Would be much appreciated. But yeah, now going into lap 8, closed in a little bit. There is Rexy turning around,
lovely.
facing the wrong way. And here is a GT car. It's going pretty slow. And the guy ahead of me right now, this orange car, was a little bit slow with overtaking people, like the GT cars. I don't know why, because sometimes he just stayed behind the GT cars instead of just going for the inside, while that's easily possible, or the outside.
Just because of one car.
So
lovely.
Yeah, that was a bit interesting, but that gave me the opportunity to close in and try to put more pressure on him. So that was a good thing for me personally, but for him it was a little bit
acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Of a time waste, to be honest. As you can hear, pit stops are going to be needed because we need more fuel.
Clear left.
I should have went into the pits.
And the thing here was that I just didn't understand, because I think P1 did about 1 or 2 laps longer than that I went, or I did in the end. So that's also something, like maybe they lifted, but comparing the lap times, there wasn't really that much of a difference. No, like P1 or P2 wasn't even slowing or slower than expected, than, you know, when you lift. So that was also something that I just didn't understand. Yeah, this whole game is completely new to me, so you might have some differences in how everything works. But right now, lap 11, going towards the pits right now. And we are about at the half of the race. So that means we do need about 10-11 laps of fuel.
Clear left.
But is that enough? He is staying out, and here's the question. Okay, you can make it. As you can see, I still have 5 liters of fuel. Little bit late on the brakes towards the pit limiter. Pit entry.
Okay, tires is 5 seconds.
Yes, and I did.
I was already afraid of that happening.
Replace the left front.
We lost 1 place and we lost quite a lot of time.
Yes, we lost quite a lot. I replaced my left front, and after this I thought maybe that wasn't really a good idea, because the left front has more grip than the rest of the tires. So I don't know, maybe I spun because of that, maybe something else. But coming out of this corner again,
I messed up.
Throwing it the wrong way. Yeah, it just wasn't perfect. Messed it up as well, going into the gravel, needing to...
I fucking hate myself.
To turn around. Well, I should have just went for traction control off and then full throttle, turn that car around, and you're good to go again. Well, in the end, wasn't the best race. Yeah, 2 spins, so cost me a bit of seconds. Ended up in P9, lost 4 places. So not good at all. But we have a second race, and this time we qualified P4, or P3 I mean. A little bit better than last time. The quali pace was good, but it is all about the race. That's where you score your points. So towards turn 1 we go. Everybody is chilling, relaxing, not doing anything stupid, as turn 1 is just a really annoying corner. As P1 almost spins
Right
it
side.
by locking up his rear
Right
tires,
side's clear.
so that gives us the opportunity to get through. So now in P2, and we need to catch P1. So everything is still possible. As P3 behind me almost goes facing the wrong way. He managed to keep it alive, so that's a good thing for him. As we are now
You've got about
into
4
lap
laps of fuel
8,
left. That was a
still
137.31.
close towards P1.
Yellow
Not
flag
really
in
losing
sector
any
1.
lap time yet compared to him then. We do see our
We've been
first
warned about track
GT car.
limits.
He
Slower
can
class
overtake
car
him
ahead.
pretty easy. He goes out of the way
left
for me.
side.
It up.
Clear
As
left.
I messed it
Come
up a
on, man,
little bit
send it
into
already.
turn 3. Yes, turn 3. So we are still good at the moment. P3 is 6.5 seconds behind, so we have zero pressure from behind. P1 does have a little bit of pressure from me, even though I'm not really able to get close enough to try and make a move, or you know, just to show myself in his mirror, how you would say it in real life. Of course, you have a virtual mirror, so it's not really a surprise or anything. But now, lap 10, we catch up with quite a lot of GT cars, and
Expect
right now
traffic
it's
car
just traffic managing.
Right side's car right.
P1 goes through the
right.
grass there. But yeah, now it's just traffic managing,
On your
trying to
left.
get
Clear
through
left.
here as quick as possible, but
Incident
also
sector
not
3, yellow
losing
flag.
any
If he stays,
Looks
I'll
like
go.
Yang has been bit.
time,
That's half
and
distance.
just don't mess up
Green flag in
anything.
sector
As you
3,
can hear,
slower
I
class
said if he
cars ahead.
stays, I'ma go, and I mean that if he stays out, I'ma go into the pits, because the traffic does hold you up quite a lot, especially
stay.
through
Left
corners.
side,
So he stayed, so I
We are
wanted
boxing.
to go into the pits. So
Oh,
that's
did
a
I make
little
it?
bit,
Box in 4,
little bit earlier than
3,
last lap.
2,
Only one lap.
1. Box
How many
now.
laps did we do now? 10.
Yeah, I quickly
Is
changed
it
it, but you
in?
cannot change.
Oh my days, bro.
You cannot change your fuel anymore if you're in there.
Oh, he
And
better
I lost
lose about
also lost
rejoin.
quite a bit of time
It's about 1 minute.
waiting
so it
for
will be
the
close.
game to put you in the right place.
Sector
So yeah,
2
that
is
was a
now yellow.
little bit
The next car
unlucky,
is
so I
Summer.
did lose about 5, 6, 7 seconds only by that. But hey, it is what it is. You cannot really change it
Green
anymore.
flag, sector 2.
I do need to practice a little bit on that pit stops, because if you don't put it in your
Oh, the tires and
box
everything still on
correctly,
decent
then
temps.
you'll lose a few seconds, and it's just unnecessary to lose time by such a small thing.
Ah, he's
Lombardo.
boxing.
So that
He's
is something
boxing. He's boxing.
I need to do.
Yellow flag in
As you can hear,
sector 3.
he is boxing. It was about
Sector 3
56
is
seconds
clear,
or
green
something.
flag. We
So
think
yeah,
Art
it was
has
quite
spun
obvious
off.
that he was going to be
Come on, he's still in the pits.
in front of me.
Still in the pits.
Yeah, we
Still in
were
the
about
pits.
3 seconds behind him or something before he went into the pits.
P4.
And right now, as you can see, it's about 45 seconds to P1, but I do think those two guys still need to pit.
The car ahead is Lombardo.
That's Lombardo, was it? Oh my god, he made 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, he made a gap of 4.5 seconds, so I did lose a
Does
bit
he
of
have
time.
enough fuel?
Unlucky. And that's probably just only
Coming
because
up on a
I
slower
messed
car.
up the driving it into the
The
pits or into the box.
strategies are not good today.
Otherwise, we probably would have undercut him, and we're in front of him right now, since he probably had quite a lot of traffic. So yeah.
Oh, I
And
made
then
the
this
same
happens.
mistake again.
Yellow flag. The leader,
Oh.
Louis, is pitting.
Yeah,
Don't
and then
want to
you're
the
on the
grass, then.
grass, of course.
It's just not
Oh,
wanting
Louis
to
is
turn.
pitting, so he will probably be ahead of me.
Yeah, P1 and P2 were pitting right now.
Ah, for fuck's sakes, man. How can I be so fucking stupid?
Yeah, ask yourself. Why you so stupid? But yeah, it was a little bit unlucky with this.
Behind is
And
increasing.
right
It's
now they were
5.4.
pitting, they were
Yellow flag.
going to be
Caution.
in front of me.
Yang has gone off. Sector 3
And
is clear. Green flag.
I don't know what it was, but every time I was in P2 I did about 6-7 races or something
Lombardo
on this
is now
track,
in the lead.
or just in this class. And
Completely
every time I was
messed
in
it
P2, for some reason I messed it up. I spun,
So now leaving the pit lane.
just did something wrong. I don't know. I just messed it up. But hey, that is what it is. But good thing we are still in front of him. So that's a little bit
give
of
me a lot
luck.
off tracks.
Pay attention to track
But
limits.
yeah, as you can see, P1 14 seconds ahead of us. So yeah, that's basically race over if he makes. And that also was the case. We did manage to get about
Yellow flag in
Oh.
sector
10
1.
seconds back, but yeah, it was just not enough in the end. So he finished in P1. Maybe
Just
he
not
sure.
had the same
Make
issue
it
as
2
me.
liters.
You
Oh
can
yeah,
see
okay,
fuel
then
tank
it's easy.
0,
We'll make it.
2. That means 2 liters.
I
was
think
a
it's
little bit close.
0.2. So, it's only 1 liter. That was a bit
But
too
we made it in the
close
end.
for comfort.
Well done, Martin.
There we
Made
go.
it.
Great drive. That's a podium.
So good in the end. P2 still managed to get P2, so pretty happy with that. Good races. Strategy, I do need to work on that, but hey, that is what it is. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe and everything. And I'm gonna see y'all in the
Left
next one. Bye bye.